Pardon me. Oh, hello everyone, and I wanted to record this brief video this morning talking about the severe weather potential in, well, really a good part of the central and southern plains, and particularly those of you that might be watching this video that live in central to eastern Oklahoma. Perhaps you know somebody that lives over to north and northwest Arkansas, maybe as far north as Springfield, Missouri, maybe back toward Kansas City, Missouri, Wichita, Kansas, Joplin, Missouri, maybe down towards Rogers, Arkansas, Little Rock, Arkansas, down in those areas, perhaps even as far south as Dallas, Fort Worth, up towards Wichita Falls, Texas, and roughly I-35 and points east in central to southern Oklahoma. We'd be talking about those of you down in Ardmore, Lone Grove, Pauls Valley, Moore, Norman, Oklahoma City, Edmond, the Village, Nichols Hills, Piedmont, Yukon, down towards Newcastle, and roughly down the H.E. Bailey Turnpike towards Amber, Bridge Creek, Chickasha, down towards Lawton, Fort Sill, and I think I mentioned Wichita Falls. Yes, I did just a minute ago, Wichita Falls, Texas. So if you're in any of those areas and points east, you're in the highest severe risk today, which is a moderate risk. That's a level 4 out of 5. And that moderate risk area extends all the way up to Springfield, Missouri, down to northwest Arkansas, southern Kansas, northwest Arkansas. I think I just mentioned that, so I stand corrected. But down into southern Kansas, as well as central, southern, and eastern Oklahoma, and down towards north Texas in that moderate risk. Now, the strongest tornado risk is roughly, I would say, probably Bridge Creek, Amber, along Interstate 44, and points east and northeastward with the highest tornado threat. Now, don't get me wrong, if you're in the 5% or 10% hatched tornado risk area, roughly, and I know the Storm Prediction Center out of Norman has the 10% hatched tornado risk area as well. So if you're in any of those, if you're in that 10% hatched area, you still have a chance for a strong tornado. But particularly if you're in the 15% tornado risk, that is a very, I would say, more of a moderate, high-end moderate chance of a strong tornado within 25 miles of any radius. And now, what I have seen, at least online, is just a few minutes ago, some computer models are trending in the wrong direction, meaning we could get a big supercell, we could get lots of supercell development roughly along I-44 moving northeast, roughly around 3 to 5 o'clock Central Time, so that would be about 4 to 6 Eastern Time. Now, there could be some early morning convection that develops, or not morning convection, but some early afternoon convection around 1, 2 o'clock. That could limit the strongest tornado risk a little bit. However, the latest computer model runs are not suggesting that. They're thinking that the convection for early this afternoon might not develop at all, meaning that this could be a really, really bad day. And unfortunately, at least on the day of the week, this being a Monday, 12 years ago today was the May 20 of 2013 outbreak that did happen on a Monday. Now, I know officially on the date, the 12-year anniversary of that will be tomorrow, but that doesn't really matter in a sense, because we hope that this is not a repeat of that, which of course back then, May 20th of 2013, had that large EF5 travel through Moore, Oklahoma, destroy so much of the town, including the Plaza Towers Elementary School, as well as over towards the Warren Theater, the Walmart, the Lowe's, the Home Depot, and not too far from, and roughly across the street from the La Quinta Inn and Suites, right along I-35 and South 19th Street, right along the I-35 access road, just north of Norman. So now, of course, I know I haven't recorded a lot of videos this spring and summer talking about big risk days, but I did want to record this brief video talking about today's outbreak. So if you're watching this video and you know of anybody, in fact, I know some people that live around the Oklahoma City metro area, so I wanted to record this video to tell them that if you're watching this video, please stay safe today. Have a tornado safety plan. Make sure you are ready. Have that tornado plan ready. Know where you're going to go. If you have an underground storm shelter, that is that could be the very best thing available. But if you don't have that, you want to have something in the middle of your house. A closet, an interior closet, hallway, bathroom. Make sure that you put as many walls as between you and the outside as you can. Make sure that you bring in pillows, mattresses, goggles, a helmet, bicycle helmet, tennis shoes, long pants, long sweatpants or blue jeans, a sturdy pair of clothes. Make sure that maybe you put on a heavy jacket or a coat, making sure that you have as much of your body covered as possible, because in the event of flying debris and or windows being busted out with the glass, you do not want to have really any of your body exposed to that, as that could cause some really serious injuries and potentially even kill you. So you really don't want to have that. You want to have as much body covered as possible. So again, it could be a really, really bad day, unfortunately. So please make sure that you stay safe today, that you have multiple ways to receive warnings. Don't rely on outdoor tornado warning sirens. Make sure that you have maybe a NOAA weather radio nearby. Make sure that you make sure you have a local TV station's news app downloaded to your phone, whether that's an Android or an iPhone, maybe an iPad, a laptop computer, something like that. Make sure that you have that available, and to have multiple ways again to receive warnings. I hope everybody stays safe today, and make sure that you stay safe. Make sure your family stays safe. If you have friends or family members if you're watching this video and you have friends or family members that are in the path of these storms today, make sure that you maybe send them a message on social media, whether that's Instagram, X, Facebook, maybe even LinkedIn, maybe a text message, maybe a phone call, something like that. Make sure that they are aware of this situation today. So again, I hope all of you stay safe today. Thanks so much for watching this video, and God bless.